So we're starting to get some really nice days now. It's still all freezing over at night, but by midday in the sun it's starting to feel quite warm. So I decided to put one of these some of this stickers onto the sides of the drawer. This is not like the wrap material, this is just a sticker, but I decided to try heating it and bending it over some of the edges, and it seems to work pretty well. This is obviously a rust effect sticker that I've had lying around for a long time, waiting for an opportunity to use it. I'm actually undecided as to whether I like it in this place, but anyway, I reinstalled the drawer with the new kick plate on the front and the stickers on the side. I've continued cleaning up and sometimes spraying some of the parts off of the engine. I've actually ordered a couple of parts which should be arriving pretty soon. And I don't think you can make this out in this video, but this is heat resistant paint that I'm using for the metal parts of the actual cooling system.
I started cleaning up this radiator, the aluminium radiator, and I can get all the dirt and oxidation off really quickly with the wire brush attachment, and then I started going down to finer grades with this abrasive wheel, and then with the orbital sander. But I stopped doing that because I realized I liked the patchy kind of effect I got from the wire brush attachment. So I went back and redid that. I prefer the lively, patchy kind of feel to this. I did put the rust paint down that channel that goes down the radiator cover, a bit like I did with one of the trims on the back wall. Then I sprayed this thing with a matte varnish.
And then I took a break from that to do some work on the last two drawers of that cupboard which I've been working on and which is now permanently installed in the van. And you may have noticed that I don't generally do videos on one subject, and I tend to have several different things in each video, and that's actually just because of the way I work. So I thought that today I will just show you how things go, one thing after another. So, having painted these drawers, they're going to have to dry so I can get on with something else. I'll get back to the radiators. I've got them looking how I want, but next is the functionality, and I've decided I want to use them to direct heat into the shower space. And the shower space is also the toilet space. I like the idea of it being warm. It's also in the middle of the van. So what I want to do is use this fan and the radiator cover to direct heat, fan assisted heat into that space. I've got a kind of crazy idea on how to get that done. It's not as simple as it sounds because the shower section also has to be waterproof, but you will see how this unfolds. And then my angle grinder stopped working. Okay, no problem. I've got another one. I just put this one to the side and carried on. I reinstalled the fan, but then decided maybe it was a good idea to test it. Now I have this old battery which should be good, but the voltage was a bit low, so I got the battery charger out, set it up, and while that's charging, back to the drawers. So with the paint dry, I noticed that the grain was showing through quite well on the fronts of these drawers, so I decided to try and enhance that, sand it a bit and see how they turned out. Because I made these drawers out of just the scraps of plywood that I had, one of them turned out nice. The wood grain came up lovely, but the other one just kind of turned out beaten up and bruised, worn. But to be honest, I quite like that look as well. I decided to darken things down a bit. I've got some Osmo colour wax, which is dark oak coloured. Put that on and then left them to dry. The battery's charged up a bit now, so time to test this fan. And it works. Which means I can install the wiring. Now to do this I'm going to stick everything in place with the hot glue gun, and the hot glue gun I've got is a cheap and nasty one. It takes about 20 minutes to warm up. So I've got that plugged in and then went for a cup of tea. While drinking my tea I fixed my angle grinder. It was a broken wire in there, and the reason for that is pretty clear. I have this bad habit of hanging up my power tools by the cables. So I decided that to avoid just repeating that, I would make a clip so that I could hang the angle grinder up properly without damaging the cable. Glue gun is of course now hot, so I installed some wiring. The drawers are dry, and I remembered I had this box of all kinds of little brass protective decorative corners, so I thought I'd try them on the drawer. Quite like it, but quickly realised that I was doing things in the wrong order. I should have put the stickers on the side of the drawers before I put the corners on, so I aborted and went to the stickers. Then I finished up with the protective corners on both drawers and installed them in the van. I will show you in the next video how it all turned out. Now while I was in the van I realised I hadn't done this back corner, replacing the Jubilee clip for the heavy duty Clembury clip, and I also connected the cupboards to this little wall section that I'm building here. And then I had to take a break, pop into town to the post office to pick up a parcel that's arrived from Temu. You may remember the countertop, the work surface top that I made to go on top of this cupboard. It's a sheet of aluminium that I treated with the graphite paste. Well, it looks really nice, but it's still aluminium, so it scratches easily. So I had ordered a protective film to put on top of that. It's one of these that you attach by spraying water on the surface and then putting the film on and then pushing the water out from in between the film and the surface below it. A bit like is used with some protective covers for phones. I had no idea how it was going to work on this surface, and in fact it didn't work, but the reason it didn't work was that the roll of film itself had got damaged in the post and had a crease in it. I was, however, really impressed with how the rest of the film worked. It didn't work at the crease where the crease was, but the rest of it stuck really well and made a really nice surface. So I sent a quick photograph to Temu to tell them that there had been damage in the post, and they gave me an instant refund on that. So I'm ordering a new roll of the same film, and I'll come back to this when it arrives. But I said that I would tell you about the failures as well as the successes, so this was a failure, but it's getting there. On the way back from the post office, I noticed that the village association had delivered the scrap metal skip for people to throw their scrap metal into, and there was someone had put some parts from a dishwasher in there, including this nice little cutlery tray. So I modified it, and that will keep the knives from rattling around. Now I just need to keep my eyes open for something similar for the forks and the spoons. And that was my day, one thing after another.